Hello, testing. A little bit of game day going on. Anything? Nothing. As they warm up, shot on Arnold will be a net today, I believe, going against Forest Lake in the burgundy and black. You getting it? Okay. All right, welcome everyone. It's, I believe, November 9th, 2025. It's the CCHA Stormhawks versus the Forest Lake Rangers, Victoria Ice Arena. Couple seconds to game time. It looks like whose line's out? Rotunda's line is out there with the Vans on the side. Draw is one, picked up by the fence. Thorpe spreads it over the far side. No one's there, and Forest Lake sends it back to regroup. Forest Lake goes to their D. He misses it. Up the boards is Blake Van. He takes a little bit of body. Rotunda has it. No one's on him. They're letting him skate. Gets it up to Olin Van. Comes through, right to Rotunda in the front. Nice shot. Good opportunity right there. Puck still stays in the zone. Rotunda still has it. Dumps it in the corner. He goes for a switch. Vans are down low. Attacking off the back of the net. Thorpe comes in, plays it off the wall. In the corner it goes. Kept in by Thorpe and dumped down low again. Blake Van's still out there. They go across to the far wing. Gets by Nickel. Nickel is there. Up to the Abbott has it. He's got Brandt a little bit behind him. Puck comes through. Picked up by Brandt again. Back to Abbott. Up to Nickel. Can't quite get the zone. It's going to be offsides. At 13:39, 0-0. Stormhawks in the white. Forest Lake in the dark. Face off outside of Forest Lake zone. Nickel there. Gets the puck. Pushed into the zone. Comes right to the middle. Tries to get through it. Going to be chased and pushed out into the neutral zone where Lindell plays it. Brandt sweeps it. Can't get a piece of it. Going to be picked up by Brandt. He enters the zone. Takes a shot. Blocker save. Big rebound right there. And Forest Lake comes back as the Stormhawks switch D. Cotton Brandt skates. He flips it over to Thorpe. Thorpe can't control it. Forest Lake takes a shot right on Arnold. Rebounds right out front. Arnold's big glove is there. It's going to be picked up by Brandt goes far side to Hines. Hines brings it into the zone. He loses it down low, centers it right up front, and it's going to be covered up by the Forest Lake goaltender. Shots on net, 3-2. Arnold in net. In the brown pads, we're number 3. Got an early test of 2 quick shots. Face off to the blocker sign. Clava's there. Takes the draw, wins it back to the point. Point to point. Zeltinger's there. He can't handle it. He dumps it down low. Nutter's there along with McNabb. McNabb's going to play it. He's got a little bit of time being pushed along the boards. Shot, tip, right up front. He's going to come right back to Zeltinger. He's going to take a shot, tip, or attempted tip. I think it skipped the tip, but chipped out into the corner by the Forest Lake goaltender. Up the boards it goes, pushed back down. Forest Lake can't quite get it out. Thorpe takes a shot, just wide of the net. Zeltinger keeps it in, so it picked up by Nutter in the slot. Oh, out skates Nutter, and Forest Lake comes down to 2-on-2. Forest Lake unable to get a shot, pushed to the corner. Nutter sweeps at it. Forest Lake back to the point. Nutter sweep, he's going after him. Pushed away by Thorpe. Centered all the way right through the slot, no one's there. Forest Lake controlled it, go far side to the wing. Nutter takes a sweep there and is pushed into the corner where Tabrake's going to get it. Tabrake gets it up to Clava. Clava over to Nutter. Nutter's going to dump it in, and that line's going for a switch. Tabrake's checking on at the defense. He comes through. It's dumped in by Forest Lake behind Arnold. Behind the net, picked up by Abbin. Abbin over to Van. Van can't hit Rotunda. Played off, kept in. At the point for Forest Lake, they go to the slot. Shot wide to Arnold. Down low, Tabrake gets in, pushes up the boards, and they're going to be able to break it out. Rotunda's coming out. It's a 3-on-3. Goes far side to Blake Van. He can't handle it. Overskates it, but still gets it in the zone. Flipped in front of the net. A little bit of chasing there. And Forest Lake comes back out 2-on-2 with the back checker. They dump it down into Arnold, and Arnold's going to freeze it at 10:24 of the first period. Oh, wait. Nicolette face off with Hines and Brandt at the sides. Zeltinger at defense along with Lindell. Shot right off from Forest Lake. They were able to drive it through and get a shot right on Arnold. They got to tie him up a little bit. Try this again to the glove side of Arnold. Nichols pushing it down low. Swept around by Lindell. It's going to be picked up by Zeltinger. He's going to go far side to Hines. He's got Brandt as well. Oh, he hit it a little bit too hard. It's going to be icy. Got a little bit too much muscle on that. It'll be a face-off to the blocker side, I believe, of Arnold. Or not. Looks like the glove side inside the zone. Nickel on the draw, loses it back to the defense. Hines chases at him. He gets it to Nickel, and it's a 3-on-2 with the back checker of Forest Lake. He comes in. Nichols goes through, tries to get through a bunch of people. Still gets a shot. Puck is still loose there. Forest Lake comes back. Zeltinger's going to be there, and it's going to be another ice. So 3 icings here in about 20 seconds, but this one will be down in Forest Lake zone. 9:44 to go. 0-0. Shots in favor of the Stormhawks. 5-4 at this point. Clava at the face-off circle. Takes the draw, kicks it back with his foot, but is picked up by Forest Lake as they skate down a 1-on-3 Swept away by Break. Breck goes far side to Nutter, a little behind him. He's going to regroup. Set this up. Over to the Break off of his side a little bit. Little pad saved by Arnold there, driven into the corner. McNabb's there along with the Break. 2-on-2 battle in the corner. Finally kicked out. It's going to be picked up by Thorpe. Thorpe's going to start to skate it. He's going to change directions. McNabb's going to pick it up. He loses control of it. He fanned on it. Oh, he gets a fan right there, and he gets beat. Little chip over Arnold's pad. And McNabb trying to do something, just it happened. He got a little bit burned, trying to do a little bit too much, but he'll come back. And the shot, good by Arnold. It was a 1-on-1, and it puts Forest Lake ahead 1-0. Rotunda on the draw, kicks it to the corner, or the side. Played down into the Stormhawk zone. Adams there, he's going to go to the partner Lindell, to the wing, back to Lindell. Try to get it out, it's kept in by the Rangers. Ooh, kept in again, and finally regrouped by the Rangers in their neutral zone. And he gets it picked by Owen Van. So a mistake by them, except ours didn't cost them a goal. In the corner it goes. Rotunda's there. He's battling. Forest Lake dangerously brings it out in front of their zone. Nice body check and ridden off the pad. Over to Abbott. Abbott up to Olin Van. Can't quite get it deep. It's sitting at the blue line. And finally pushed in where Forest Lake controls it. They have that guy on the far side just sitting there waiting. Lindell's going to pick this up. He gets it to Brandt. Brandt goes far side to Van. Van's going to pick it up. He comes in. He's got Nichols right in front. Takes a shot. Doesn't get through. Push. It's going to be picked up by Nickel again. And they're going to come back. Hines is out on the ice. Forest Lake comes through. Fans. Rebound right there. Seltinger's there, played along the board. Brandt gets taken down with a check from behind. And Stormhawks will go on the power play here at 7:19 of the first period. And I believe the guy that hit him from behind is the guy that's hurt for Forest Lake. So the Stormhawks will go on the power play here. 7:19, face off in the zone. Back to the point goes. Zeltinger's there. Over to Brandt on the side. Back up high. They come in. Goes far side. Brandt can't quite handle it. Back up top, over to Brandt. Brandt takes it, takes a shot. And the goalie makes the save, and there'll be a face-off to the blocker side. 1 shot, minute 37 remaining in the power play opportunity for the Stormhawks. Nutter's taking the face-off. Clava and McNabb on the side, and we get our first mouth guard and neck guard warning, I'm guessing. Nutter on the draw, wins the draw back. It's going to be picked up by Avon. Avon walks to the center. Over to Clava, back to Avon. And Avon gets a stick and it gets flipped out, and it should be inside the zone. And they'll redraw to the blocker side of the Forest Lake goaltender. Down low it goes. Forest Lake gets it, tries to ring it. They got two guys there for the Stormhawks. Good battle. Puck comes out. Banked off the boards. Kept it. Oh, almost kept it by Abbott, and they'll regroup. Clava has it. He's going to enter. Enters the zone for a setup. It's on the right side. Goes down low. Back to him. Up to high to the point. Looking to set up that shot. Down low it goes. Nutter out to the Clava. Can't look for that perfect shot. If it's there, they got to be quick with that gun. Down low it goes to Nutter. Nutter loses it. Can't control it. McNabb's there as well. And Nutter's going to go to the box for interference or a cross check. Let's see what the call is. Roughing. So it'll be 33 seconds of full strength, 4-on-4, before the Rangers will get the remainder on a power play. Rotunda on the draw, wins the draw back, picked up by Zeltinger. Over to Lindell. Lindell's going to dump it up the boards to Rotunda. It's 4-on-4 for these guys. Rotunda skates it up into the zone. He beats him, goes wide around the net. He's looking for someone back out to the point. Lindell's there. Makes a little move. Bucks in. Shot. Just wide of the net. Kept in. Pushed down low. Rotunda's going to be the first one there. Puck comes out loose. Back out to the point. Can't quite handle it, and the Stormhawks going to have to regroup. Now they're on the penalty kill. Zeltinger behind the net. Gets it to Olin Van on the boards. It's 5-on-4 at this point. Van tries to get it in, but it got hung up at the blue line, and it's going to be offsides. Minute 7 remaining on the power play opportunity for the Rangers. Nickel out there along with Blake Van. With Tabrake and Thorpe. Pushed into the corner it goes. Puck comes right out front. Nice job by Tabrake. He gets pinched off the puck. And the Rangers control and go far side D. Rebounds right there. It's going to be covered up by Arnold. Didn't come out very far. Might not even left the crease. But it's covered up. And we'll get a draw to the blocker side of Arnold inside the zone. I don't know what happened to Nickel, but he left. Now he's back on the bench. I think he stick broke, but they probably didn't know which one was his. Tabrake has control. He gets pinned up along the boards. It's kicked over to the corner where Thorpe's going to get it. Thorpe's just going to put it all the way down the ice. That's going to alleviate some time. 29 seconds remaining in the man advantage. For the Rangers. Shots in favor of the Rangers, 9-7 at this point. Face off, kick down low. Thorpe banks it high off the glass, not out of the zone. Clava's there to get a bally. He's going to be able to poke it out, and it comes out to the neutral zone. Rangers tip it from wing to center as they break it in, and they just dump it low. Tabrake's going to be there. He gets it, and it's going to be chipped out by Van out to the neutral zone. And that's going to finish up the power play opportunity at this point. Thorpe's going to get it. He's going to come down. The referee gets in the way as he loses an edge. Forest Lake chases. They go far side to that wing. He sits over there a lot. Tries to get it in the center. And they're going to call Avon for interference. Interference. And again, the Stormhawks will be down a man for 2 minutes in the first period. It's 3:31 to go. .331 to go. Here we go. Zeltinger gets it up the boards. He's going to get it out. It's going to skip all the way out. Forest Lake's got to regroup in their end. To the far wing it goes. They can't connect. Chipped off by Lindau, and it's going to be icing. Get a little bit better angle. And lots of icings here to start. Stormhawks are down 1-0. Looking a little bit sloppy, but it's not helping that they're in the box here. Nickel at the draw. Takes the draw, gets it back. Lindell gets it, chips it off the glass, not out of the zone, but it's going to be chipped out by Nickel. And they're going to wave off icing. I have no idea why. Forecheck by Heinz. Over to the far wing. As Forest Lake enters the zone, they can't get it to the center. Chipped out by Lindell again. Minute 15 remaining in the man advantage. Lindell on the side, or Nickel on the side, battling it. Up to the wing it goes. As Forest Lake comes in wide, takes a shot, big rebound by Arnold, pushes it off the board. It's going to be picked up by maybe Brandt or Nickel. Back it goes to the D, over to Nickel. Nickel's going to dump it in, and Brandt's going to chase as Nickel get out. Out of the zone it goes. Held by Thorpe, and now Thorpe's going to dump it down deep. 30 seconds remaining in the man advantage. Nutter's out there to forecheck. Going to be picked up. Brandt gets it, comes through, takes a shot, and there's a shot and gloved by the Rangers goaltender. 1:55 remaining in the first. 25 seconds in the man advantage for the Rangers. Stormhawks have to kill a little bit longer. Draws one by Kleva, back to break, who dumps it down low. Nutter's there. Nutter ties up the Ranger on the boards. And they try and come out. They get it to their wing. It's a 1-on-2. He goes wide. Thorpe's there to push it into the boards. Nutter's there to drive it as well, and it's going to lose the zone. 4-3-2-1, and the Stormhawks are going to be at full strength. McNabb steps onto the ice. He's going to pick it back up. He's got Nutter on the far side. Kleva as well. Hits Kleva right in the front, and nice little job there. McNabb hit Nutter on the far side. Nutter went in. He hit Kleva in the center slot. Kleva makes a quick move and backhands it up over the goaltender, and it puts Stormhawks 1-1 at minute 18 of the first period. Nice little passing sequence there. And I believe, even though Tabrake doesn't get one, I think he stopped that at the D and got it up to McNabb. So a little good passing play there. 1-1. Draw is won by the Stormhawks. Lindell has it. He has trouble with it. Comes back, and Arnold makes a save, pushes it wide of the net. Right in the slot, Arnold again gets a big pad on it and then covers it up with his mitt. Face off to Arnold's glove side. Forest Lake shooting it down low, kicking out some rebounds. Draw is pushed forward by the Rangers. Forest Lake picked up by Lindell. Lindell's going to get it up to McNabb. McNabb can't quite handle it. Played along the boards. Lindell's going to be the first one there, over to Avon. Avon looks and gets it to Nutter. To Kleva. He's got McNabb as well. Tries to toe drag. Can't quite get it through. Puck is still in the zone, I believe. Nutter's there along with Clava. Comes over to McNabb, who dumps it into the corner. Nutter chases, gets to the puck. McNabb tries to get it. He's going to chase a little bit. Nutter's there. They're swarming him. And is kept in and dumped down low, but not out of the zone. McNabb gets it and dumps it down low and goes for a switch. Rangers pick it up behind their net, trying to get out. Blake Van's there. He intercepts it, tries to get it out center. There's a shot. It's loose out front, and they run out of time. As Blake Van was about to hit it. So after one, it is 1-1. Shots in favor of the Rangers, 12-9 at this point. Start of the second period again. Stormhawks in white, Forest Lake in dark. Both teams have had power play opportunities. Neither team has scored on the power play. But its score is 1-1 as we enter the second period. Face off won by the Stormhawks. Back to their D to D. Zeltinger's going to get it. He's going to try and get it up. Rotunda's there. Can't quite control it. Pushed back to the D. And they're kind of clumped right now. Finally, the Rangers get it. They go D to D off the wing. He bats it up looking for that blind pass. Stormhawks dump it into the defense. It's going to be kept in as Thorpe comes through. He goes down low. Gets it right on front. Nice passing opportunity. Just missed. Shot from the point. Rebound right there. And a shot from the point. Kicked the rebound, and the rebound knocked in right to the goalie, and he's able to make a good save there at 14:22 of the second period. Nickel at center, Heinz and Brand at forward, along with Aben and Tabrake at the point. Kick back to the point. The Rangers have it. Back to the D, they're trying to get it in. It's going to be chipped by the defense. Tabrake's going to race after it. He's going to ride him out. Heinz is there. He's going to go far side, try to hit Brandt, intercepted. It was just a little bit behind. If he leads him, at least he's got a race for it. Glove saved by Arnold inside the zone. Face off to his glove side. Nickel at the draw, wins the draw down low to Aben. He banks it off the board. Aben still gets it up to Heinz. Heinz is going to go far side to Brandt. It's a little bit behind him. He's going to regroup it. Back to Aben at point. Over to Heinz. It skips his stick up to Nichols. Nichols going to come through. He's got Brandt's going to pick it up. Gets it to Nickel. Good. Patted right on front. No one's able to get a shot. And now Forest Lake's got some speed coming back. He ran out of gas, and he's going to dump it behind Arnold. He's going to get it up to Heinz. It's going to skip. And Brampton, nickel over there. Down low it goes, again behind Arnold. Except one of the CC guys got to take it. He let him go and the Rangers picked it right up. Pushed up the boards and dumped down low, and it's going to be offsides and they'll get a change. 13 minutes in the second period. Shots 10, CC 10, Forest Lake 13. Face off at center ice. Clava's there. Draws one by Forest Lake. Forest Lake goes D to D. They're trying to hit their wing. They do a lot of long passes to cause something to happen. That could be because they're short people as well. Clava tries to get through. Can't get by the defender. Nutter's there. And they're going to hit the wing that's wide open on the far side. And they're going to, ooh, that looked like it was going to be offsides, and he said it was good. Zeltinger in the corner, battles with the puck. McNabb is there. He's going to get it. Tries to flip it out. Can't quite get it out to the wing, but McNabb's there along with Clava. Nutter's going to pick it. If Clava could have gotten it up to Nutter, he just couldn't gain control. A little sloppy here. Puck is just loose right out in front. Finally, it's going to be shot down the ice. Not going to make it as an icing. As the Rangers go, Clava has it. No goalie in net. Can't quite get the shot. He's got two in front. Tries to get it to McNabb. McNabb has it on the boards. He's going to circle with it. Going to drop to Lindell. Lindell's going to get it over. Takes a shot, and they're going to call the net off the bearings. It should be a face-off inside the zone. Would like to know how it got pushed off. That was good control by the Stormhawks there to try and set something up. If the goalie pushed it off without a play, they're going to say it was accidental. It'll be a face-off to the blocker side inside the Forest Lake zone. Puck is battled down low. Rotunda chases. Owen Van gets it, centers it right out front, comes back to the point, slapped down deep again. Owen Van still has control. He loses it, back out to the point. Shot, nice and low, rebound right there. Puck jumps up front, no one's able to get a second shot on that. Behind the net it is. Rangers gonna bounce it back up the boards again, can't quite get it out. And it's going to be a 1-on-2 at this point with some back checkers. Rangers come through. Nice save by Arnold. Knocks it. It goes behind the net. Over to Olin Van. Olin Van tries to get it up. Ooh, takes a funny bounce off the glass. And Thorpe's going to pick it up behind the net. He's going to ring it. Not going to get it out because it's pinched by the Rangers. Finally, a little body contact by Rotunda in open ice. I think that's what we're missing here a little bit, that open eyes. Oh, it's fanned on by Blake Van. Puck kind of came out in front. He was able to recover. Back out to the point it goes. Down low they go. The Rangers have control. They center it right to the slot. Shot wide of Arnold. And it's going to be trying to get out of the zone, which it does. And at least Forest Lake's got to regroup. 10-10 remaining in the second period. 1-1. Rangers chip it in. Tabrake's going to be the first one there. And he's just going to ice it down, and they're going to get a nickel at the face-off with Brant Hines. Avon has it behind the net at point. Tries to get it to Hines. Can't quite get it there. Puck comes out front. Puck is loose. Picked up by the Rangers. Gets it to Brant on the side. He chips it. Can't quite get it out. And dumped down low again. Avon tries to maneuver, tries to get it out. And at least leaves the zone. It's going to be picked up by Nickel. Nickel's got Hines in the slot. Takes a shot, rebound right there. Brant was following too. Puck comes right back out front. And there'll be a face-off. It was a 2-on-1. We got the shot off with the rebound, but did not get the second shot. Face off to the glove side of the Forest Lake goaltender. Still 5-on-5, 9:23 left in the second period, 1-1. Draw is picked up by Nichols. Pulled by Brandt, back to the neutral zone it goes. Lindell is there to drive them off. It's picked up and bagged to the side by Hines. He can't get it out of the zone. Finally, Hines gets it. He's tripped. And Forest Lake's going to the box. So another power play opportunity for the Stormhawks. Face-off will be inside the Rangers zone. Tripping call as Hines was trying to go to the far side. A stick got caught up in his feet. Nutter at center. Nutter, Kleva, and McNabb out there along with Zeltinger and Thorpe. Draw is Lunk. Back to the D it goes. Along the wing to Thorpe. Thorpe goes far side over to Kleva. Kleva's on the opposite side. Takes a shot. Puck is loose right there. Again, tried to get it out, and it's slapped out in the neutral zone. Zeltinger's going to get it. He gets it to Thorpe. Thorpe back to him, and they regroup as they going to come up the ice. Nutter has it. He's going to enter the zone. Doesn't get it real deep, but it's going to be picked up by Kleva, and they're going to get into their positions here. Kleva fanned on it. Nutter can't get it. Back to Kleva. To Nutter. They're playing back and forth a little bit. Now they get a little bit of room. Over to Thorpe. Thorpe down to Nutter. Back to Thorpe. McNabb is in front of the net doing his job as a screen. Goes across. No one in the slot to get a stick on that. It's going to be knocked down the ice. Icing's going to be waved off, but if they look for that home run, Nutter's standing up there long ways. Kleva comes into the zone. He's going to set it up. He's got Abbott along with Nutter. And it's a pass all the way to Nutter, and they're going to put the new group out there to see what they can get going. Rotunda's out on the ice. They're going to get it to Thorpe. Thorpe's going to dump it deep. Rotunda and the Vans are out there. It's rung around, and it's going to come all the way out. Only 15 seconds remaining on that power play opportunity, and I don't know if we got a shot or not. Maybe one. It's pushed all the way across. Blake Van has it. Boy, the passes are just off. Take a second. Olin Van gets it up. They pressure the Forest Lake, and now they come in a 3-on-2. They need some back checking. Chipped, oh. It was stick checked and flipped over Arnold in net. Both teams are at full strength. And it's just slapped into the center and picked up by the Rangers. 6:30 remaining in the second period. Rotunda's there with the long stick. It's going to be pushed in. DeBrake gets it to Rotunda. He can't handle it cleanly. And pushed back down again. Boy, if I had a quarter for every missed pass, I'd be rich today. Forest Lake comes in. They're going to be offsides. And at 6:05 of the second period, it's still 1-1. Shots in favor of the Rangers, 16-15. And Stormhawks are going to do a goalie switch. to get the second half to the Weibstead. We'll have to clarify that if it's Weibstead or Weibstead. Nicolette center. Wins the draw back to the point. Picked up by Hines with his long stick. He's going to push it down. It's going to be inside the zone. Hines is going to get there. He's going to ring it. It's going to go all the way around. Bram's going to get a stick on it. And the Rangers come out. They pass it back as the Rangers come out a 2-on-4. Shot. First shot is a glove save. Face off to the glove side of Weibstead. Nicolette center. Draw is one to the side. Poked by Lindell. Lindell's going to go far side. Oh, it's all the way to Hines. Hines gets it to Brandt. Brandt was looking for something. Gets it right back out in front. Probably should have taken that backhand. Nichols has it. He's trying to center it. Can't quite make it. It's going to be pinched in by Zeltinger. Right there. Puck is still loose, and now they got to get back. Stood up by Lindell. He takes the body. It's going to be pushed down. Forest Lake zone. Nichols is there along with Hines. Nichols going to be the first one there. He's got Brandt the slot. Brandt takes a slot. Oh, he gets quite a stick on it. Didn't quite get it all. As the puck comes out with the Rangers. And they go to their wing. Shot. Steered into the corner. Picked up by Thorpe. No one's on him. He's going to reverse directions to break. Break's going to try and skate it out. He's going to bank it off the boards to Brandt. Brandt's going to push it down. Not quite in the zone, and Break's going to get it down low, and they're all going to go for a switch. Good forecheck by Nutter. Nutter feeds it right to the slot to Thorpe. Can't get a shot on it. McNabb has it. He dumps it all the way around. Nutter's going to pick it up. In the slot to Clayman. Clayman takes a shot high above the net. Drake punches on the thing. Nutter still has it. Forest Lake looks a little gassed here, but that's what they need. Don't let him get off the ice. Drake still has it. Up to McNabb. McNabb dumps it in. Nutter chases along with McNabb. We'll get it to their wing. As they come in, they go wide. Around to Evan, off the side of the net, but closer than it appeared. It was from the side. McNabb's going to pick it up, and he's going to dump it down low. Play behind the goaltender it goes. Nutter's there along with McNabb. McNabb has it pinched against the boards. Lindell's going to go down low and pinch it. It's going to be picked up by McNabb. He cycles it down low to Nutter. Nutter's going to push up the boards. Didn't have enough gas on it, but it's kept in by Avon. And knocked out of the air by Forest Lake. 2:55 remaining in the second period. There's going to be an icing on Forest Lake. And they'll get another draw. Still 1-1, 2:47 remaining in the second period. It's a tie game. Face-off is controlled by the Stormhawks. Now there's a scrum on the boards. See who comes out of there with it. Rotunda seems to be working as hard. It's scooped out by Van. Dumped behind the net. Picked up by Forest Lake again. They're trying to buy some time. Played along the board. It's going to be picked up by Rotunda. Rotunda's right in the slot. Takes a shot. Rebounds right there. Puck is loose. Oh, no one can get a stick on that. As Forest Lake comes back. Forest Lake able to gain control. Tries to get it through. Stick cleared away by Heimstead. And it's pushed up to Owen Van, or Blake Van. Blake Van's going to enter the zone. He's got Rotunda right in the slot. Oh! It's got to see that. Nice little drop pass there. Would have helped. 1:52 remaining. I don't know what the whistle was. They're calling too many men on the ice. So too many men on the ice. So again, Forest Lake's going to go on a power play. At 1:52, so they'll finish out the period with the man advantage. Shots 20 for Forest Lake, 18 for the Stormhawks. And the puck is going to be chipped out, and it's going to be on net, so that's a good clear. Banked on the boards. Nichols going to pick it up. He's going to dump it back, kill some time. Zeltinger's there along with Thorpe. He's going to chip it back out to the neutral zone where Forest Lake's going to gather it. They're going to skate it in. Forest Lake tries to center it across, is batted out of the air, back to their point, to their wing. Shot. Stick cleared away. They're playing the box. Nickel and Hines are up high in the box. Forest Lake on the side, driving it to the center. To the wing they go, they lose it. Thorpe's going to get it. He's just going to chip it out. They're going to lose the zone. Hines is going to chase after him. They're going to lose it. Hines is right there. He's got him right up front. He's got to be looking for that. Little forecheck by Hines. Is able to get a nice shot by Hines. Dangerous shot. Nichols has got it. He's still got Hines. He takes a shot. Can't get it through. It's stuck in the pads. And 30 seconds remain, and they're going to switch up the penalty killers. Forest Lake, a little bit out of control there. There's 20 seconds remain as they skate around. It's going to be pushed in. Brandt gets it. And they're going to call, something on CC. A trip. And Nichols is going to go to the box. So it's going to be a 5-on-3 for 14.9 seconds. And then at the start of the third, Stormhawks will be down for a little bit. Brandt wins the draw, back to break. Is pushed along. Back to the point it goes. From the side, Forest Lake's trying to look, and they're going to run out of time. And Forest Lake didn't do a good clock management there. So after 2, it's 1-1, and we'll be back. Start of the third period. It's still 5-on-3 for 8 seconds. As the Rangers enter the zone, take a shot above the net. It's going to come out of the zone, and it's going to be a 5-on-4 now for 1:30 about. Dumped in down low by the Forest Lake, picked up by Zeltinger. He banks it off the boards, and it's going to leave the zone. Nice body contact by Claymont. He's going to get it. Oh, it just misses Nutter. And the Rangers come in again, take a shot from not a particularly good angle. That's going to cause a face-off, and it's running time for 19:21 of the third period. 1 minute remaining on the power play advantage for Forest Lake. Draw is controlled by Forest Lake, dumped down into the corner. Evans there with his long stick. Looking far side, can't control it. Clavis going to get it. He's going to come down a 1-on-2. Tries to weave in between. Didn't get much, but he killed some time. DeBrake has it. Oh. And the Forest Lake guy's going to be offsides. Now he's good. They go to the wing on the side. He can't control it. Around the net it goes. Out to the wing at the slot. Battle down low. DeBrake's there. Puck jumps right out behind the net. And finally DeBrake gets it. He's going to get it out to Clava. It's at least going to come out to the neutral zone. Clava forces him. Nice job by him. Comes down. DeBrake's going to take the body on this one, I hope. Can't quite get it out, and they're at full strength. 5-on-5. Behind the net on 3. Takes a backhand. Goalie drops it quick for no whistle. And it's off the foot of a Ranger and down into the zone. Lindell's there behind the net. Versus directions. Over to Blake Van. Blake Van centers it right out front. Got to take a little bit of a look. Back to the point it goes. Intercepted by Lindell. Lindell's going to try and hit Blake Van, and that's going to be an ice. 17-15 and counting. It's 1-1. Shots still in favor of Forest Lake. 22-20. I need the Stormhawks to open up the scoring here a little bit. Rotunda at center. Wins the draw. Back to Lindell, who circles the net. He tries to chip it off. He's going to reverse directions, but he's pinned off by a Forest Lake Ranger. Finally, the puck comes out with Lindell again, and he tries to go far side. Can't get it through a person. And we're just sloppy with the puck. Neutral zone it goes. It's going to be offsides at 16:30. Nickel, Heinz, Brianna forward, Zeltinger, and Thorpe at the point. Draw is pushed into the Stormhawk zone, picked up by Cade. Cade looks, he's got time. Over to the other D. Oh, right out in front, shot. Good save by Whitestead. Pushed it down low, and it's circled, and they got to get their game back in gear here. Forest Lake's controlling, man in the slot, takes a shot wide of the net. It's going to be pushed out. Still in the zone. And the Stormhawks can't get out of the zone. They're getting out hustled at this point. Nickel has it. He's going to look. He's going to come in. Brant's there. Takes a shot off the netting and stick. He's got to move that puck up. (15-15) as running time continues. It's 1-1. Down low it goes. Clave a little bit of body contact. Pushes out. It's to the point. DeBrake gets a shot. Lots of traffic. Didn't make it to the net. Avon goes low. Nutter has it. Nutter tries a backhand right out front. And the puck is sitting right to the side of the Forest Lake net. McNabb does a swing by and they try to get it out. And it's going to be regrouped at neutral ice. Nutter has it over to Aben. Aben can't control it. Puck passes it just off. Nutter's going to get it through. He's got McNabb as well. Tries to get it across. One time. Unsuccessful. Backhands it right out front. Aben's there. Takes a shot. Nice low shot. He's going to get a second shot opportunity. Another shot. Doesn't make it through. Wants to Kleva. Kleva gets away. Looking for the back door. No one was there. And behind the net, the officials playing as well. McNabb has it. Back out to the point. Still in the zone. And it's going to be dumped down low. Nutter's going to be the first one there. Nutter has control, back down low. Got to look for that give and go. TeBrake hits it, takes a shot wide of the net. And Forest Lake is not moving real fast. Hopefully they can keep the pressure on Stormhawks. Back out to the point. And they lose the zone, and Forest Lake comes back down. Takes a shot. Weinstein's there to make the save. And after a good control of the zone, Forest Lake gets a quick breakdown with a shot. 13:15 remaining in the third period. 1-1 at this point. Stormhawks in white, Forest Lake in dark. Zeltinger has it. He goes around to Blake Van. Blake Van's going to get it up just out of the reach. But there's Rotunda. Oh, and it just jumped both their sticks. As Forest Lake comes into the zone, they try and center it through. No one's there. Going to get it up to Olin Van. Olin Van can't get it out of the zone. It squirts through right in the slot. With a shot wide of the net. Zeltinger's there. Forest Lake had it. Rotunda takes the body. Thank God. Lindell's going to get there. He's going to try and chip it out the board. Can't get it out of the zone. They're just pinching hard. As the Stormhawks are having a hard time breaking it out of their zone. To Blake Van, he's got his brother Olin. Olin goes through. He's got the defenseman spun around a little bit. He centers it, a blind pass. No one's there. And it reverses directions. Regrouped in the neutral zone. Blake Van has it. Over to Thorpe. Thorpe goes far side to Nickel. He can't handle it. It's going to be offsides at 11:45 as the clock continues. Nickel, Brandt, Heinz out there, along with TeBrake and Thorpe. Draw is pushed into the Stormhawk zone. They control it. Thorpe has it. He reverses directions. Man on him. He gets it to the 10. They're going to go far side to Brandt. Brandt has it. He's coming down. He goes wide. He centers it right out front. Unable to get a stick on it was TeBrake. Heinz is down low, or Nickel is there. It's a battle on the boards. It comes out. Pushed at the net. Not a powerful shot, but it's on net. Maybe he can get a rebound. Face off to the blocker side. 10:45 remaining in the third. 1-1. Kick back to the point. TeBrake has it. Gets it to Brandt. Brandt gets it. Takes a shot. The glove save. Got to shoot that a little lower for some rebound activity. Pushed forward by Nickel. Brandt's there to get it. He's going to battle along the boards. It's not out of the zone. Finally comes through as Forest Lake enters the Stormhawk zone. TeBrake reverses directions over to Heinz. Heinz can't quite get it. It's going to be flipped up. And Heinz is going to get it. Oh, he overskated it. and they missed it offsides there. Pushed along the boards. Finally, Thorpe makes some body contacts. Nickel is there. They got 4 of them, and they just cannot get a break of a clean pass. Forest Lake comes to the center, pushes it, try to get it center. To break is there. Brandt's going to get it. He's going to go down. He's going to go all the way far side to Hines, and it's going to be offsides. Got to make that a little bit quicker decision. And at 9:15, the clock continues to run in the third period. Face off outside of Forest Lake zone. Clava on the draw. He wins the draw, controls the draw, pushes it forward, looking for his friends. The Ab is there along with Nutter. Putter comes out. Forest Lake's going to skate it up. He's going to dump it in deep, and they're going to chase. Evans there, gets it to the center. He's going to get it over to Nutter. Nutter's got Clava if he hurries. Can't connect. Passing has not been our friend today. Eight minutes remaining in the third. Running time, 1-1. Puck is gathered by McNabb. He controls it. Banks it off the boards, unable to get it out. They center it. Puck squeaks through. Unable to get a shot on net by the Rangers. Finally, it's gathered by Lindell, who banks it off the boards. And it's going to be picked up by Claver, who gets it up to Nutter. Nutter tries to beat him. But it's picked up by Claver. He's got McNabb right in front. Can't get the pass in front. Good forecheck, though. As it comes through. Now they got a 2-on-1. They got a back check. Nice stick by Lindell to get it away. And they go far side. They got to get it switched. Line's been out there a long time. Run out of gas. In the neutral zone they go. To break gets it. He tries to hit the center man. He gets rubbed off. And they're exhausted. Yeah, it's going to be frozen, and as the clock runs down from 6:45, it's still 1-1. Shots still in favor of Forest Lake, 24-23. Forest Lake gets it. They come through. Oh, they center it right out front. It's going to be picked up by Blake Van. He's going to go down a 1-on-2 with some trailers. He's looking for something. Can't find anything. He's got it. Rotunda in the slot. Gets it over to Thorpe. Thorpe takes out back door. Can't quite get it. It's there again. And now they got to hurry. It's going to be a 2-on-1. Zeltinger takes the angle, a shot on Whitestead, and he makes the glove save, and they just missed that back door. Nice centering pass by, I believe it was Aben, and Blake Van just missed that back door. 5:45 as the clock continues to tick in the third period. Nickel on the draw, loses the draw to the side, is batted down low. Aben's there. He's going to get it up, try to get it up to Brandt. It's off his skate. And he's still battling. It's pushed away. Brandt's going to get it. He's going to dump it back down low. And they're going to re-group again. To Brandt, gets it over to Hines. Hines is going to get it to Brandt. And it's going to be a little bit too far, but it's played by the goaltender. I don't know if that was a smart play or not a smart play. Up to Hines. Hines chips it, and they're going to chase. Nickel is there to force. It's along the boards. It pops out. And Forest Lake comes a 2-on-2. Ridden off by to break. Nice body check there. Pushed him down. It's going to be got up. Brant's got a one-on-one. He's taken down. And D to D it goes up to Nichols. Nichols gets it over. He's going to bring it in the zone. He's got Brant on the side. Brant's got to go after that puck. Hines is there along. Body contact. Lindell's going to be able to skate this in. He's got Nichols with him. Nichols is there in the slot. It's been thrown. Puck is loose. And they're going to cover it up. So at 4:04 to go. And they're going to give Brant and a Forest Lake Ranger a penalty for roughing. As 3:40 continues, there's a battle out in front of the loose puck. Clavin tries to get the draw, the puck is there. It's kicked out, and they got a race for it. Zeltinger's there. He turns in, Lindell's going to try and grab it. He's hit from behind. Now they just got a... Forest Lake touches it, and CC will go on the power play for a check from behind on Forest Lake as the time continues to go. 3 minutes remaining, and Stormhawks will have the advantage. By the time they get this on the clock, it might be for the remainder of the game. So it's like they got Hines, Nutter, and Clave out there along with Zeltinger and Lindell at the point. So they're looking, trying to get this set up. They got Hines in front, looking for stuff. He's right there. Get it. Come on, guys. Got to move. They're moving around the perimeter, but they got to get some shots here. They're looking for that perfect shot. He's right in front. Fire it. You got 2 in front. You got 3 in front. Shot. Knocked to the corner. Back out to the point it goes. Over to Lindell. Lindell has time. Back up high in slot. There it is. Shot. Rebound. Unable to get a stick on it. Minute 48 remaining. Over to Lindell. There he is. He's got another shot. Oh. And they're going to call a high stick, and they're going to bring it outside the zone as a minute 33. And as the clock continues to go, you guys might want to hustle. You're wasting power play. There's going to be about a minute 10 left to go, 30 seconds on the power play advantage. Drake's going to get it. He's going to push it up to McNabb. McNabb's going to get it to Rotunda. Rotunda gets it up. He gets it over to Blake Van. Blake Van comes in, takes a shot off the pipe. Still kept in. 12 seconds remaining on the power play advantage as Forest Lake comes back out, and now it's going to be full strength for 45 seconds. Down low it goes. Blake Van's going to go after it. He's going to be the first one there. And they're going to call Blake Van for roughing. Jeepers creepers, let him play. As the clock continues to run, there'll be a 5-on-4 for about 15 seconds by the time they drop this puck. Or less. Rotunda's going to need to win this draw. He wins the draw to the side. And it's going to be pushed all the way down the ice. Oh, and the goaltender just about missed it. And that would have been an ending to a game that we would never see. So after 3 periods. It ends in a tie, 28-25. Shots on goal, 28 for CC, 25 for Forest Lake. And we'll see you next time.